Hey guys, happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of Realtor Hacks, Trips, and Tricks. I'm one of your hosts, Hallie McCrory. I am a team lead for Empower Real Estate Group. We're in San Angelo, Texas, and Dallas, Texas right now, but soon to be growing into other states. So very exciting. And I've got my lovely co-host Casey Stiers on with me. She is the downtown guru of Raleigh, North Carolina, but really works from beach to beach, mountain to mountain of North Carolina. And I'm so excited because this is our year anniversary of our podcast. So I'm calling it our Pod-versary.
Ooh, we made it.
We made it. Yeah. So we started out on Clubhouse. Yeah, lots of growth. This is my first episode with a mic, so if you guys can let me know if you hear any audio issues, just drop something in the comments to let us know. But yeah, 1 year of our podcast. It's been so fun. Just so happy to be doing it with you, Casey, especially. It's just been
It keeps us connected. Although we're states apart from each other, I feel like I get to see you every single Monday.
I know, exactly. Exactly. Well, yeah. So today, I'm sure some of you guys saw we were promoting Karen Gray, real estate coach and just business coach overall. She was supposed to come on today, and unfortunately, had a family emergency with her dad in the hospital. So if everybody could, just send her a quick little thought, prayer, vibes, whatever is your jam. Just send some good vibes her way. So but we're working on rescheduling her now, so stay tuned for that. That one's going to be a really good episode because I asked her to come on and just talk about like there's being in the real estate industry, depending on what type of clients you're working with, but especially I feel like residential. That's what I'm able to speak to most. It's a lot. It can be a lot of emotion, and it's very stressful for your clients, and they can a lot of times put that stress on you. Well, I shouldn't say on you because it's always a choice from yourself. But that's kind of the stuff that we want to talk about with Karen. So that's going to be a really great episode coming up. Yeah, we've had really good. Okay, Casey, do you want to go into our? So we're going to talk about our morning routines today. This is our
real quick on her, how we came about bringing her on. As I was having just to be, what is it, open blanket or open your sheet or full, what do you call that?
I don't know.
Like just
an open book.
An open book, yeah. I was having I would call it a horrible morning.
We both were that day, remember?
And she's just like, I'm having the worst morning ever. And I was like, I'm on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
And I was like, we need like a psychologist just for real estate. And she goes, well, I was talking to this girl. I was like, and you're like, let's bring her on. I was like, that's perfect. Not an agent out there. And if you say that you don't have bad days and you're a real estate agent, I'm going to really question how much you're doing.
No, oh my gosh. Wait, I got to pull up this quote. One of my, the agents on my team, she said, this is the funniest quote. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, it's worth it. I promise. Hold on. Let me go to my text. I mean, you're going to crack up. She goes, new team motto. If weird shit ain't happening, you ain't working hard enough.
Yes, exactly what I just said.
I mean, it's been wild. Like we've dealt with scammers this past week. We've dealt with deals falling apart through like weird interest rate hikes and stuff. Just weird stuff.
I have one agent wanting to kill a deal so bad he can't stand it, and I've never in my life dealt with that. And that was what I was having that meltdown about that day. And then we had, I think, 7 or 8 listings go live in the same day, and we knew they were coming. We had everything ready, but no matter how prepared, I could only imagine if we weren't prepared.
Right.
We hadn't been working on the paperwork and everything over time, and knowing that they were coming. What a nightmare that would have been.
Yeah.
So, and it's from clients who, no matter what you say, they're never going to be happy with your description of their house. So,
Yep.
and they're so
Yep.
on vacation.
You're like, well,
getting money.
do you hear an echo from me?
Mm-mm,
I
no.
thought I just heard one. Okay. I'm really nervous with using a mic for the first time. So
That kind of leads us into what Hallie just said about our routine and how important it is. And
yes.
because we've asked other people what comes on here, and when we were talking today, we've never discussed our routines and
Yeah.
how we
Okay,
function.
so we'll do routine first and then maybe recap what we've done in the past year. Or do you want to do that or recap first?
Let's end with a recap and talk
Okay.
about where we're going from here, because
Cool.
we've both got really big things that we're doing together.
Yes. Okay, you go first.
Okay, so my day starts usually around 5:45, 6, because that gives me time, quiet time in my house before anybody else is up. By anybody, I mean my little dog or Adam. So, our kids. And I've started I'm happy we're doing this because I started something new. And I get up and I write in my journal and I listen to this like meditation kind of, it's like a journal thing for 3 minutes and then I just write. And things
Ooh.
have changed so much since I've
Wait,
been doing this.
can you put in the comments what
I can, you can maybe help me with this.
okay, yeah.
And I got to give my friend Morgan a shout out because we run into each other randomly and we talk about things that we're doing to better ourselves in life. What? And so it's this Evolve by Erica.
Evolve? Is it an app?
Yes, it's an app. But she's also on Instagram. So what would be, and these are the journal meditations that, like I did the abundance one this morning. They have abundance, tap into your intuition, trust your divine plan, gratitude and manifesting, manifestation and meditation. I mean, and they're like 3 to 4 minutes long. So it doesn't take long out of your day. And then I do this little thankful thing in the morning. So I write for that. So it's changed how I was writing because I was writing closing the still close. What's wrong, brother?
Not enough attention over here.
What's wrong? So it's changed it's changed my whole morning routine, and it starts my day on a positive note. And someone told me, if you go to bed with negative thoughts in your mind and thinking I'm going to be tired in the morning, you're going to wake up that way. So I've tried to change so now I'm doing like listening to like positive things at night before I go to bed. And I try to think of one thing I'm grateful. Like it may be if Rocky's having a day like he just was, it may be as simple as I'm grateful for my new coffee cups I got that I put them in that my best friend gave me this weekend. Yeah. That was my thankful this morning when I felt like 20 million things were going wrong at 6:30. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you just pick something to make your day positive. And I've changed it from I'm going to close this meeting deals. I'm going to make this to I want success. I see myself having success. I have this and that. I am sorry. I don't know what his deal is.
It's okay. I get it with the rescues. They're always
he's just
needing the most attention.
Yes, he's very. And I left him last weekend, so he's been very, very, very clingy.
Oh.
The other room. So anyways, it's changed my whole mind frame. So I go from that to having a matcha. I've switched coffee in the morning to matchas.
Yep.
That, and then I go to my workout. I have a 30-minute workout, whether it's with my personal trainer or at HotWorks, or if it's a Flow Corp, whatever it is, or even if it's just a yoga 30-minute, because her app has all these yoga things that you can do.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Everything.
So it's not just.
It has
not just like meditations.
Yeah, it's got nutrition plans. She's really.
And it looks like it's $23 a month. I think that's like for the results that you would get from it. I feel like that's worth it.
It's amazing. Like it's changed.
And there's a 7-day free trial. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do
for 5 months now. So just so people know, like it's not something I just started. This has been
and it's ERIKA. I put Erica with a C in the comments, but it's with a K.
Yeah. So
Okay, cool.
So that's one of the things that I've been just trying to do. Yoga is a big part of my life, and like my Wednesday nights are reserved for that kind of thing. So then I have my finder time, and I sit down and I go through people that I want to touch base with, and I try to touch base with at least 5 to 10 people that I have not talked to in a minute, and
Mhm.
just send them a hey, how are you? And it may be something as simple as just wishing them a happy birthday on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, and that takes 2 seconds because Facebook really writes out happy birthday for you now. You just click on it.
Yeah.
And then people comment back, and then it starts a whole conversation. So, I mean, it's small things such as that.
Yeah.
And then I usually have an appointment. I usually have an inspection or something I have to run out the door to at that
Yeah.
point. And then I go by my office, and we do keeper time usually at that time. And that's when I'm following up with all my clients. And I touch base with Kate and see where we're at and what she needs me with and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's usually around 12, 11:30, 12ish.
Nice.
So by
Do
the
you do
time
anything?
1 turns around, I have completed majority of my day. So that leaves the evenings for appointments and just
Yeah. You're
picking up on things. Mhm.
right. Do you do anything the night before to prepare for your day the next?
On Sunday is my day to go through I go through my calendar and I
Mhm.
set my calendar up. Things pop up. We're in real estate. We know things are going to pop up.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you know what appointments you're going to have, and
Mhm.
you know what inspections you're going to have because they're scheduled usually 3 or 4 days ahead. So I
Right.
put all that in, and then under my memos, I put the people that I need to talk to, the people I need to follow up, the closings I have. And Kate sends me reminders in my phone that, I mean, I live by that. When she sends out the
Yeah.
congratulation letter, she sends me the closing date, the due diligence end date. I truly live by it.
Yeah.
And that day we were talking about, she had been off by a day, and we ended up, it worked out fine, but she was off by a day on a due diligence. And that's how much I live by. I double check usually everything.
Yeah.
We just both thought it was that day.
Yeah.
So I use Google Calendar now.
Me too. Me
I
too.
have doer time that I do from 5 to 5:30
Yeah.
every day, and that's the things I did not get to. So to answer your question, yes, from between 5 and 5:30, I go through the list of things I didn't get to. Who do I need to touch to
Yeah.
tomorrow? So,
Yeah. Love it.
and then my emails get checked usually around 9, 10 o'clock at night, just so that way I wake up and I'm not overwhelmed. So,
Yeah.
and I check them usually when I wake up and I do that. This app takes you 3 or 4 minutes. I'm done with all that, my me time,
Yeah.
within 15, 20 minutes.
Nice.
And I've added warm lemon water into my morning routine too. So,
Yeah, I know a lot of people who do that too.
yeah, I just
Did you
that.
see Lisa's question?
Yes, she puts all that into
Will
my
you read
Google
the question?
Does your TC have a timeline or a spreadsheet to notify you of due dates? Or does she just call you with a heads up? No, our calendar, my Google Calendar is linked with her. So she puts it into my Google Calendar. My Google Calendar is my everything. It warns me 30 minutes before. I've made that mistake before. If you do 10 minutes before, you're going to need to be at an appointment that is 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
And it reminds you, and you're like, ah! So it reminds me 30 minutes before. And I also check it the night before I go to bed to see kind of where my day is going to be going and where I'm going
Yeah.
to be. So, and this way, because I have to have time to speak with Adam too, just about our different stuff we have going on. And
Yeah.
we've moved that to like in the evening time. We used to do it in the morning, and it was just starting our day, not on a good note. We were
Yeah.
not positive. It was just, but we talk numbers, we talk where we are in finance, we do all that, and we do that daily. So,
Yeah. That's what Colin and I want to start implementing too, like a sounds weird, but like a marriage meeting.
I
But
mean,
like I mean, in a more positive sense, like like what you said, what we have coming up, things we can work on, our finances, our goals together, stuff like that. So
and the thing we've discovered recently is, I mean, a lot of people think it's funny, but we don't have separate time together. We're
yeah,
so interlinked. and starting the new bar, we just don't have time to go on vacation.
Yeah.
And that is his baby, but I support him in everything he does.
Right.
So, and with my best friend being involved in it as well, I mean, that's like a priority to me. So one of my friends was asking me, she wants to sit down and chat with me this week and see how I categorize everything. Google Calendar. I mean, everything has to be on my calendar. If it's not on my calendar, then I got to figure out when. So, and that way I can call Kate and be like, hey, when can we do this? When can we do kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
So, but
cool. Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn?
It is.
Okay. I'm like 6:30 wake up. I used to always be like 6 or earlier, but just here lately I've not been able to get to sleep earlier, which is something I'm trying to work on. I guess let me start with day before, because that's really when I prep for my day beforehand. So I've been trying to get to bed earlier. It's been a little hard. I am someone that needs, I mean, I can go off 8 hours, but I'm at my best when I have 8 hours. So I've been really trying to strive for that. And going to bed by 10 has been hard. It's been a struggle for me lately, just because I've had like later like work dinners or just like events. So those days it might be a little bit later, like 6:37. But I'm with you. I like to be the earlier the better, because it gives me more time away from like my, people calling me, messaging, emailing, like just all the notifications of the day. I mean, and I do I use do not disturb. I use different tools to minimize that during the day when I'm trying to focus on something. But at the same time, it's like I want to be available, to my team, my clients, or, title company, whatever. So earlier the better for me. So we'll say like 6:30 ideally on a normal day. Night before, I go through and look at like what I have to do the next day, and make my to-do list, and keep my remind myself of what my priorities are, and kind of try to start like putting things in order of what I need to do and when, and time blocking that into my calendar. So night before, I'm really like, I'm a Google Calendar person as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm relying heavily on that.
You and I thrive on that, because you'll send me those notifications, and I mean it.
Yep.
It really it helps. So
yeah. And I'm with you. I've been trying to meditate a lot more. I was for a while there. I need to start going back to it. But when I go to sleep, right now I've been loving, like I put on white noise. It's the white noise app. But then I put on thunderstorms, and I'm like, I swear it makes me sleep better. So it's this app that I use, white noise, and it's free. But I do like, I'll find like 8-hour affirmations on Spotify, like just random ones. I'll just type that in, and it'll be playing like affirmations as I sleep. But I do find, I think it kind of makes, I'm someone.
Can you share getting that? Because that was something else Morgan said she did, and I want to start doing that.
Doing what? The
affirmations? Yeah.
So like I'll type in, let's see, 8-hour sleep affirmations.
She's been doing that with manifestation too. So
yes, yeah. Let's see. Did I save one? So like here's one. Healthy body and mind, 8-hour sleep affirmations. So it's literally, or here's one, Lucky Girl Syndrome, 8-hour sleep affirmations by Crescent Affirmations. And they even have some like that have like frequencies in the back, because they're supposed to be like binaural beats that are like ideal for your brain waves. If you start typing in 8-hour sleep affirmations, there's a bunch that come up, and everybody's going to be different. I usually just pick random ones. Honestly, there's none that I'm like married to or anything. So in the morning, wake up, I'm trying to be better about not checking my phone notifications as soon as I wake up and just like, hitting my alarm on my phone and then like going straight into it.
That's where this journals help me because I grab it instead of my phone, and
See,
then I
and
grab my phone, and that forces me to go straight to the app instead of
yes.
going down rabbit holes.
I'm wanting to start doing more journaling. So this is where that's gonna come into play for me. As soon as I wake up, I've been doing another meditation. So I've saved it's called the 𝗧𝗶𝗽𝗀 lifestyle. I'll type that in the comments. She has really good it's a podcast, but then she also has affirmations on there too. And then I've just, made a little playlist of my favorites. Or save them to it's like your episodes in Spotify, but I do this 5-minute guided morning meditation for positive energy. And
Yes.
I mean, I love it. I love this girl. So I'm like always crack up. She's like, "Good morning, my loves," and I'll after my meditation, I'll go find Colin. He's like, he's been getting up before me. We usually like kind of flip flop in seasons and stuff. But I'll be like, "Good morning, my love," and he's like, "Oh God, okay." Glad you just did your morning meditation and being
I
sweet.
would look at me and say, "Who has taken Casey and what?"
Yeah. So just meditate in bed. I want to start doing the journaling. I guess I've been like, I pull out a journal and I'm like, what do I write about? I don't know. And then, so I need like more prompts, I guess.
Rule. I think they're all in my office. You know, the 10X book that Grant Cardone does, the 10X rule, that book.
Mhm.
I did that. I've got probably 20 of those that I've filled out over the years.
Oh, nice.
And I went from that to just a regular journal. And my next one, I think I keep seeing a lot of people doing the 5-minute journal. You can get it on anytime. I haven't tried it yet, but if anybody on here has done that and you can give us feedback, that would be awesome. So,
5-minute journal?
yeah, the 5-minute journal. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, it's on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I see a lot of people using that. So I'm like, maybe that's what I should go with.
Oh, and they have different colors and stuff. It's cute.
Maybe that should be a goal for me and you, Hallie.
Yes, definitely. I'm like literally ordering it right now. You know what? And I can actually share this link.
Can you share it? Because that's what I'm trying to do, and now everybody's disappeared.
Here we go.
Okay.
Just put it in the comments. Oh, now I lost it. Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna order the black and gold one. Cool. So yeah, maybe right after that, or like meditate, write in my journal, and then do my thing. Cause that's like 10 minutes there. No big deal. So I'm with you. I like to do a workout in the morning. If I'm just usually feel like I get too tired in the afternoon. Although sometimes if I have something early in the morning that kind of scrunches my schedule, I will try to do an afternoon workout. Or what I'll do instead. I got a desk treadmill off Amazon.
I saw that.
In the office. And so I'll come up here and walk as I'm trying to fit stuff in. So I'm like, I have no excuses. At the very least, I can come into the office and still work and get on the treadmill and walk.
I have my yoga set in, and and I've met so many people through that. And honestly, I've met clients through my TRX class that I do on Tuesdays, which tomorrow I won't be there. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a great place to meet people. I look at it as but the yoga part, my yoga instructor, Elizabeth, she said for the first time, she's finally seeing me just shut my brain off. Before she could see, I was constantly still thinking about the day.
Yeah, that's what I love about yoga too, is that like the more you practice it, the easier it is to like drop everything out of your head.
And sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's easy. When people are like beginners, well, just because I've had years of experience does not mean I'm anywhere close to it. Even the pros will tell you they have days where they fall. They have days where they.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. I just ordered that 5-minute journal.
I'm gonna do every time I click on something, everybody disappears. So I'm just gonna leave
Yeah.
it right where it is.
Yeah. And I've been really switching up workouts. I've been on a year-long streak of lifting, which I feel like that's what gives me the best results or like that I want with my body. But then there's some days I'm just like it feels like I try to listen to my body and like I said, I'll get like some walking in or like
You and we should schedule a
oh, we have a
walk.
new Pilates place. I love Pilates.
We should have
So
a place to meet and do a walk run together.
I don't run, but I'll walk.
Walk. I mean, I haven't
like,
ran.
I
years
have
and
an
I did a
excuse.
whole
I have a bad
marathon.
back.
My year in cap. I did an accidental marathon. So,
Yeah, right. That was so funny.
but
But
we
yeah.
should definitely do
So
that.
oh, another thing actually I forgot to do too. I've been trying to do the grounding. So like instead of meditating in bed, I've been getting up and actually like meditating in a chair outside with my feet in my grass on my
She
back
has
porch.
walking meditations too that I do sometimes.
Ooh.
Like Tuesdays, we don't have our dog walker, so I'll walk Rocky on those days.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
put your bobs in, your
Pods.
quads in, and I'm really struggling with language today. Your pods in, and I will just walk and listen to that while I'm walking him. So.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say, so I cut coffee as well. I did
It's
EXP.
we're saying that, but I had to have it today. I am exhausted. Like
Oh yeah. So I cut coffee and went to matcha. And so there's more to that. I cut coffee because so EXP has a partnership. Actually, it's our Success brand. Success Health has a partnership with Viome. And last year at EXPCon, that was when they released it, and I got my Viome back. And coffee was one of the things that caused inflammation for me. So I'm like,
when I did
fun. So then I switched to matcha.
DVD, like it was one of the things. Yeah, it was something strange like that, like okra.
Yeah, that's another thing we need to get the Viome people on.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then I switched to matcha. Well, then I started taking the 10x health supplements, and one of those something in one of my supplements it counteracts with green tea, and matcha is just like super concentrated green tea. So I got rid of matcha and I started I got it's called Kin, and it's like a nootropic drink. So everything in it is really good for your brain, and it has just very light amount of English breakfast like black tea. And so I'll link that too.
I lived off of that. I was able to when we were overseas in Istanbul and Jordan for 2 months. All they drink's coffee, and I got to a point where I was literally just gyrating because I drink so much coffee. I can't keep doing this, so I switched to tea while I was over there, and they didn't have a lot of matcha, so I did the English, and then I would add almond milk to it, and like a flavor, and it was fabulous.
I keep English breakfast tea on me now too, because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for this Kin drink. It's an acquired taste, I'd say. It's not horrible, but it's definitely an acquired taste. And sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I'll wake up nauseous and I'm just like, I don't want that this morning. So then I'll drink black tea. I'm gonna link. So this is the Kin drink. It's they actually promote it for like instead of drinking alcohol, but it just makes me feel like I've had like coffee without the jitter. So this is what it looks like.
Okay.
See my ring light?
Are you able to link it?
Yep. So I'll put that in here. Perfect. But yeah, it just has a lot of stuff that's really good for your brain, and like it does make me feel like wakes me up. So that's as soon as I wake up, I try to chug some water and then start drinking that. And okay, so from there, grounding, do a workout, come home. We do have a sauna at our house. So I don't do that depending on my schedule. I don't do it every day, but I try to do it every other day. Um, and I'll do like affirmations in there. Well, kind of like a meditative affirmation situation. And what I'm wanting to do is actually record my own voice saying my own custom affirmations. But again, I just use that lavender lifestyle on Spotify and do her like manifesting affirmations. Yeah, I found I mean, even like back in my days of my swimming days, like I feel like affirmations definitely very like it sounds so dumb, but they really do like help and get ingrained in your brain and give you like
something to you and then you don't realize
confidence. Yeah. Or whatever like, issue you're trying to solve. I really do feel like it helps. So yeah, I sit in the sauna, sweat out, whatever. The sauna, I don't have like a link for that. We actually got lucky with that. So my husband, if you guys don't know, he flips or used to flip houses. Now he's all custom construction, but yeah, one of the flip houses that they bought had this brand new sauna in it. I don't know why they decided to get rid of or who knows. We bought the house and disassembled the sauna and reassembled it in our garage. And now like me and Colin use it. We're both like every other day, so it's getting used a lot. So I sit in there probably like 20 minutes for at like 160 degrees is the max. And yeah, I like try to think of myself like the bright white light they talk about as like a beam of bright white lights coming in my head. And then I'm like, doing breath work and feel like I imagine myself like blowing out black, like negative energy out of myself and the bright white lights bringing in good energy. So it's almost like an energy cleanse. And I think about it like when I breathe in, the white energy like going through my whole body and just cleaning everything out.
That's how I feel when I do hot works.
Yes. Yes.
Everything out. And I do 45 minutes of cycling in there.
Yes. I do like hot works too. I just never I got like a month free and then I don't know. I'm like, I already have the sauna at the house and stuff, but I just being able to sweat everything out, something
makes you
obviously, yeah, but it's like something mental about it too. Like I just sweat my emotions out.
Like, cryo, I think that's what it's called, cryo. I go to a place in Cameron Village and they put me in an ice cooler.
Yes, we've got a place. So that's what Colin. I probably should be better about this, but what Colin does after he saunas is takes a cold shower.
Yes, I do that in the mornings. I dry brush and then take an ice cold shower.
Yes. This Sunday, I filled our bathtub with, I tried to put it on like cold, although like, I guess we didn't insulate our water lines well enough because it still comes out like a little lukewarm right now with it being, 105 degrees every day here. But then I dump all of our ice that we have in the fridge. I dump all the ice in there to try to cool it up, and I'll get in there and soak. Give myself a little like.
I did that. The last time I poured ice and everything in there was after that accidental marathon. That's what I used to do.
Yes.
Like I need a nice
bath. But yeah, that's usually so then after all I'll check notifications like when I'm stretching at the gym or something, or like before I work out. But don't like really start answering stuff till later. What else? Then I shower and really get ready for my day. I don't think I'm missing anything else, but I do want to start incorporating more journaling just because the scientific facts behind
that's helped me in the morning more than anything. And it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something for me.
Yeah. And even today, like I was just having, all real estate agents can probably relate to this. Like Mondays, it's like after the title company being closed for 2 days, it's like everybody needs answers on something right at like first thing Monday morning. And it just, I feel like sometimes like, depending on how that goes, like or whatever happens during the day. Like if I like today, I felt like I was starting to get like overwhelmed. Like not one thing I feel like ever overwhelms me, but it's like the culmination of all the little stuff that I'm dealing with. Um, and I'm like, oh, I started thinking, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't get to this yet. I didn't get to this yet. And I start like getting hard on myself, and I'm like, okay. So I just stopped, and I just laid down and did the little 5-minute morning meditation. And
Funny story about that. Last Saturday, I was in Wilmington celebrating my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And my best friend Maddie had everything planned, and we were going to go to a nice dinner Saturday. And we get off the boat, and I worked all day on the boat. And my friends in Wilmington are like, dude, we never see you, and you're here and you're on your phone. But I had all those listings go live. So I had to answer the calls. I had to make sure showings were happening. I had to make sure answers were there. But Kate was going 100 too. And then Whitney was going, she was showing houses. And she was writing 2 contracts as well. So there was a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
I am just trying to have a simple boat day. We get off the boat.
No days off.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go upstairs. And Matt's like, let's take a nap. I was like, that's a horrible idea. Let's just get ready for dinner. I'll feel horrible afterwards. I laid down to just have quiet time for 5 minutes. It was 5 p.m. I did not get back up until the next day at 8 a.m. I slept
You slept through your birthday. Oh gosh, yeah.
I guess I was just mentally exhausted. I don't know between that and the sun, but apparently I drove down there to sleep. So.
Yeah, I had one of the last weekends. I had been getting good sleep and stuff, but I think it was like 2 weekends ago. I had like I woke up, like I didn't set an alarm on I can't remember if it was like a Saturday or a Sunday. Didn't go out, like went to bed by 10 the night before and didn't get up till like 10 the next day. Like slept 12 hours. And I never ever sleep that much. But I think it was just like
9:30. So
yeah.
Now my friends are sending me these memes, these little old women.
Yeah.
It's bedtime.
Okay, well, try being in my shoes for a day in this crazy industry. I never like
complaining. I'm happy to be busy.
Exactly.
That's what I signed up for this. It's different than my exhaustion I had from teaching. So
yes, exactly. I'm trying to think of other like any tools
do you have
I use.
a doer time, or a finder time that you block off for you?
A what?
Like a keeper, like I have finder time in the morning where I call my clients. Do you have that time? And then like the keeper time?
Like prospecting?
Mm-hmm.
It really, I set it up different. Like I have time blockings for like every day looks kind of different. So I'll set that, like I incorporate that, but it depends on the day, on what my appointments are that day, and I'll block around that. But I'll block it out the night before so that it is blocked off.
Ron Serhunt said, I think it was Ron Serhunt said it the best. And you said this earlier. Your day actually starts the night before.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's where I was thinking of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, I think that was like in one of his books, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sell It Like Sirhan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that book. But yeah, I guess that's really, really it. But I can't wait to try this, the Erica thing. It evolved by Erica.
It's great.
Yeah.
I want to try this kin thing too that you're doing.
The kin makes me feel really good. Like really good.
So I'm going to have to get some.
And I have actually brought those out with me instead of drinking. Like I like had a ton of stuff to do the next day and was like, I want to go out and be social and like have a little energy. So I just brought one of those out because they that's how they market it. It's supposed to be like an alcohol alternative, although it doesn't it's not like I'm drinking on the job. It doesn't make you feel like you're drunk or anything. Yeah, no. But it does, like, I think the little bit of caffeine and all the good stuff for your brain definitely makes you a little bit more like sociable. So
maybe it'll help me with the brain fog I've got going on.
Yeah, honestly, I bet it would.
Yeah,
I bet it would. So do we want to go into kind of a recap of our last year?
Yeah, I mean, cheers. We made it a year.
Yes. Cheers with my poppy.
Oh, I have a Ziva. I could have cheersed you with that.
Oh, yes. Yes, exactly.
I love these things.
I know. I love the Zevias. And then I got hooked on these. They're poppy. They have, so this one tastes like a cherry limeade from Sonic. It has 5 grams of sugar. So there's a little bit of sugar in it, but it's got like probiotics and stuff in it.
Yeah, this
So
has
it's 25 calories, 7 carbs, 2 grams of fiber.
Yeah.
So a little fiber in there, and then 5 grams of sugar, no protein.
Awesome.
And I maybe have these like 2 or 3 times a week if I just want a little.
The doctor said that, but then I figured out they had caffeine, so I have to like not drink more than 2 a day.
Does that have caffeine in it?
It does.
Caffeine in it? I don't think this has caffeine in it.
But I found the blood oranges in the solar bears or the polar bears.
Yeah.
Solar bears. So, but yeah, we made it a year. Thank everybody.
Yeah. We've had some like crazy people on too. I mean, like I feel like one of my favorites was Pace Morby, of course.
Yeah. I don't know who.
Gosh, I mean, like it's always great having Haas on.
Yeah,
Bill Stringer was a great one with the AI.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been good. I feel like we've had a good first year. I'm getting a sign. If anybody knows how to get rid of these like little.
And I'm looking to put something on this wall back here.
What was the name of the book Hallie mentioned? Maybe Sell It Like Sirhant by Ryan Sirhant.
Actually, I got it right here.
I have it in the office too. Now that I think about it.
I've got Teamwork here and 10x Rule here and Perfect Health here.
Sell It Like Sirhant by Ryan Sirhant.
Because he's got 2. He's got Big Energy Money. That one's good too. And
yeah,
got it.
That's just like more recent one, I think, right?
Yeah. So, he repeats a lot of the same things, but it doesn't hurt to hear it. So,
no, and I think all the stories he includes in it are very good too.
Yeah.
I'm looking back at our.
So let's get some.
Oh, and we finally got on. So we now have So we started out on Clubhouse.
Yes.
But I feel like we basically transitioned to doing StreamYard, where we go live on all of our platforms, just because not everybody's on Clubhouse yet, and we felt like we could get more of an audience.
I have to do a shout out for this because I would have never figured out StreamYard.
Wait, what'd you say?
I wouldn't have figured out StreamYard. This is a shout out to you.
Well, Jenny helps me too, so shout out to Jenny. Oh yeah, Stella Hahn with Fractional. We did recaps of all the conferences. John Scalia, he was good. He's the #1 agent in all of EXP for GCI and units sold. Chelsea Peets, that was a great one too. She's so cool. I was really like excited to have her on. Because I was thinking maybe she might like not even have time. Levi was a great one too. Levi Lassick and Travis Plum. I think Andy Greisinger's was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love him. I still love me some Andy. We're working on a big deal together as we speak. So.
Yeah. And then we had my guy Alex Salazar on to talk about creative financing as well.
Angie Cole, she was good.
Angie Cole was a great one.
I got a little teary-eyed on that.
Yeah. Lisa Copeland. And then we have like, our like local people too, like Tyler Rude, your lender, Tyler Gidney, my insurance guy. Gosh, yeah, we've had some good ones. Oh,
speaking of Tyler, he's going to be sponsoring our little happy hour we're doing tomorrow.
Yes, yeah. If anybody is in the Raleigh area listening to this, I'm actually flying out 5 a.m. tomorrow morning out of San Angelo Airport, and I'm going to be in Raleigh for just tomorrow afternoon. Going to be helping Casey with her American Dream, her first episode.
Yes, I'll start that tomorrow.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, or if any agents are interested in getting information on American Dream, reach out to one of us and we can get, give you information on it. But yeah, Casey and I are both hosts I'm a host for Dallas. Casey's a new host for Raleigh. And basically we're going to be hosts for a lifestyle and real estate TV show, which is super exciting. So I know, like, for example, it airs CW, Fox, ABC, CNBC,
Apple, Roku, Fire Stick.
Yeah, and then they also, you can download the American Dream TV app on Apple, Fire Stick, and Roku. And then
they
also
like all the time.
Yeah. So my first episode airs this Saturday, the 26th at 12 p.m. Central Time.
Hey, I have an idea, Hallie.
Yes.
The first 10 people, I do this to her a lot on this thing. The first 10 people that sends us proof that they have saved us on Spotify, our podcast on Monday, we'll send you a gift card.
Yes. Yeah. Love that. Yeah.
So just send us a screenshot and then you can tag it or show us next week and we will shoot you a.
Yes. Perfect.
Or you can actually just DM us.
Yeah. And don't be afraid if you think it's too late. It'll still give us a little confidence boost. So
yes. So we're trying to get us out there and get sponsors.
Yes. Oh, and so Casey, if you want to DM it to her, CB Styers on Instagram, and then I've got my 2 handles on here, Hallie B. McCrory or Empower Real Estate GRP.
I'll just put it here.
But yeah, that's one of our feats too, is finally getting on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So that was really exciting. I'd like to actually start getting, I guess one of our goals for this next year, Casey, we haven't talked about this, but I'm putting it out there. Maybe getting like a podcast editor, maybe getting some sponsors for our show.
That's what I said, the sponsor. So
sorry, I didn't hear it. Okay, yeah.
The same level of that. I said let's get some sponsors and
get
us some commercials going.
Yep. I just realized the time too. I've got to run to another board meeting, but really excited for this next year. I think it's going to be great. We would love to hear y'all's input on anybody you want to hear on this podcast too. Any real estate gurus, anybody that relates to real estate or, could fit in our space. Would love to bring them on. Any last?
No, just want to add our 5 o'clock split. If you
5 o'clock at Split if you're in the Raleigh area.
Glenwood, if you're come by, say hey and let Tyler buy you a drink.
Yeah, and I'll be in Greensboro. For any North Carolina people, I'll be in Greensboro on Wednesday, and then Thursday to Sunday I'll be in Ocean Isle Beach. So if anybody wants to meet up, just chat, get coffee, whatever. I'm so happy to do that. So
we can just meet and chat tomorrow, and maybe we can do a little live tomorrow. So
yeah, we should.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I've got to run.
I will see you tomorrow. I'll pick you up.
Yes, sounds good. Pray for a safe flight from me, everybody.
Yes.
No delays. And we will see y'all next Monday. Yay.
We don't see you before.
Again, first 10 people to DM us that they are following us on either Spotify or Apple Podcasts gets a gift card. So get on that.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you guys next Monday. Thanks for tuning in again. We really appreciate you guys. Give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, whatever your preferred platforms are. And we will see you guys next week.
Stay tuned.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.